We're going to fillet our flathead for Paul's main dish.
You just drop the knife behind the last fin and cut forward till you hit the bone, and then turn the knife and then run it out the back.
For the dish that I'm cooking today, we don't need any skin on it. So what you do, you can run your thumb around the back here, and just one quick action, takes all the scales off as well, straight through like so. And we have an absolutely beautiful piece of white flathead fillet, which I'm now going to cook up at the Monument. The Monument marks a spot where Cook and his crew first landed in Australia back in 1770. There you go, mate, just pop them down there.
Pop them down there for you?
Yeah, beautiful.
I'm going to head off and have a fish. I'll leave
You're
it
out
with
of
you.
here, mate.
Yeah, to the right.
You're going to help me with the washing up?
Any chance, I'm away.
The first European dish that was ever cooked in Australia was stingray wings. They were poached in cider with warrigal greens. So I've got an inspired dish, but instead of using stingray, I've got some beautiful flathead today, and that's what I'm going to use. We're going to have pan-seared flathead fillet, pea puree, warrigal greens, some prosciutto, and we're going to finish it with a nice cider dressing. The first thing that we have to do with our flathead is take out the rib bones. Okay, we've taken that rib bone out there. That's a beautiful piece of boneless fish now. Now, if we're going to give this to our kids, just to be safe, always give them the tail around about here. There's definitely no bones in there. And there we've got two beautiful portions of flathead fillets. We're going to make the salad now. Finely slice our red onion, fennel, and apple, then add our baby beetroot herbs. We've just got some little fennel tops here as well, and we're going to toss this all on top of our flathead fillets. The next step that we're going to be doing is making our pea puree. We drop our peas in boiling salted water for 5 minutes. Our peas now have boiled. I'm going to pass them through a sieve. Straight into a colander. Okay, we're going to let them drain. Straight into a sieve. Then we're going to push them through our sieve to make our pea puree. I'm just going to let that pea puree down with a little bit of cream to thin it out for the sauce. So I've not really had to put anything in this because the peas are so sweet. And this is going to be the base to our dish. That's all we need. Pea puree done. To make our cider vinaigrette, add some quality olive oil, a splash of apple cider vinegar, a pinch of sugar, and salt and pepper. We're just going to whiz that up, and hey, it's emulsified. And that's our vinaigrette. Simple. Now we've got our warrigal greens that Dave gave us, and he tells me that the yellow ones are the best, but I have thrown a little bit of green in there for colour. We're just going to pick these off. We're going to treat them exactly how we would do with spinach. We're going to put some salt in the water, and I'm just going to lightly blanch them. When we say blanch, it just means cooking, where we're not going to overcook. So we want to retain the colour, but we also want to soften the actual vegetable. Okay, that goes in. Okay guys, so I've taken the warrigal greens. We're just going to drain them, leave them there, they'll stay nice and hot. Now we're going to cook our fish now. Oil goes in. I'm going to put a little bit of butter in here, just a little bit for our fish. With this fish being a white fish, it doesn't take long at all to cook. So in go our tails. And as I say, we don't need to season the fish, it's just come out of the water, so it's absolutely superb. Now while that fish is cooking, I'm just going to warm my pea puree. Now this fish won't take long at all, so let's just have a look. Needs just a little bit longer. Then we're going to turn that fish over, and I'm going to turn the actual pan off, and that fish will stay nice and warm while I'm plating up, and it'll carry on cooking. Look how beautiful that fish is coming up now. So I'm just going to leave it on this side for maybe just another minute or so, and then I'm going to turn that completely off. Okay, for plating up, what we've got here now is our pea puree. I'm just going to let that down a little bit with a little bit of cream. You don't want it to dry out, we want it to be a puree. On the plate. I'm going to throw my prosciutto in now. I'm going to turn the fish off now, and now we're going to start to plate. Okay, so we're going to put some puree in the middle of the plate. We're going to put our prosciutto on there now, which gives the dish an actual salty sort of a feel. Straight on there. We're going to pop our fish on there. And now we're going to top this with our salad. So we're going to throw our little bit of vinaigrette in here. It's our cider vinaigrette. Just to finish the dish, I made something here, which is just some cider vinegar and some sugar, and I've reduced it, and there we have it. Very, very simple, beautiful pan-seared flathead fillets with warrigal greens and a cider vinaigrette. Hey Scotty! Come on mate, come and try this! Have a taste of that mate and see what you think.
Looks damn pretty good to me.
You've got to get right down the bottom and have a taste of those Dave's warrigal greens.
Yeah, where are those warrigal greens?
Right in the middle mate. How's it taste?
Oh, sensational.
Do you get that vinegar through them?
What a dish. That's absolutely delicious. I reckon Sir Joseph Banks would have loved this.